Believe, build, and become. Welcome to the Confidence Blueprint. Let's build your future. Welcome back to the Confidence Blueprint. To spend these moments with me, we strengthen our confidence and discover the mindset to become the very best version of we explored one powerful truth. If you joined us last week, you'll remember success begins with believing. Today, we're taking that conversation a step further. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a brilliant idea, but never acted on it? Have you ever wanted to apply for a dream job, start a business, learn a new skill, speak in front of an audience, or tell someone how you truly feel? Yet something inside whispered, "What if I fail?" That voice has stopped more dreams than failure ever could. Today's episode is titled, "Why Fear Destroys More Dreams Than Failure." Let's begin. Imagine standing at the edge of a beautiful bridge. On the other side is the life you've always wanted. Your goals, your dreams, your purpose, everything you've prayed and worked for. But between you and that future stands one invisible obstacle: fear. Fear isn't a physical wall, it's a mental one. And the dangerous thing about fear is that it often feels logical. Wait until you're ready. Someone else can do it better. You don't have enough experience. What if people laugh at you? What if it doesn't work? The more you listen to fear, the stronger it becomes. Here's something that might successful people aren't fearless. They simply refuse to let fear make their decisions. Think about your favorite athlete. Before a championship game, they're nervous. Think about a successful entrepreneur. Before launching a business, they're uncertain. Think about a public speaker. Before stepping onto a stage, their heart may race. Fear doesn't disappear. They move forward anyway. That's courage. That's courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing action despite fear. Let me tell you a story. Imagine two friends. Both dream of starting their own businesses. The first spends years planning. He watches videos, reads books, attends seminars, keeps saying, "One day I'll start." But fear convinces him to wait for the perfect time. The second friend is also afraid. He doesn't know everything, he'll make mistakes, but he begins anyway. His first attempt isn't perfect. He loses money. He learns valuable lessons. He improves. Months later, he tries again. Eventually, his business succeeds. What made the difference? It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was action. Failure became his teacher. Fear became the other man's prison. Here's a truth that changed my perspective. Failure is temporary. When you fail, you gain experience. When you fail, you discover what doesn't work. But when fear stops you from trying, you learn nothing, you gain nothing. You remain exactly where you are. Many people don't fail because they tried, they fail because they never started. One of the biggest lies fear tells us is this: you have to be perfect before you begin. That's simply not true. Nobody begins as an expert. Every great musician once played the wrong notes. Every successful author once wrote imperfect pages. Every confident speaker once stumbled over words. Every leader was once a beginner. Progress comes before perfection. Waiting to become perfect before starting is like waiting for the ocean to become still before learning to swim. That day will never come. Let's talk about where fear comes from. Sometimes it's caused by past failures, sometimes by criticism, sometimes by childhood experiences, sometimes by comparing ourselves to others. The problem is, our minds often exaggerate danger. We imagine embarrassment, rejection, failure, disappointment. Yet we rarely imagine success, growth, achievement, transformation. What if the opportunity changes your life? Here's something I want you to remember forever. What if taking one brave step opens 10 new doors? Every successful person you admire has heard fear. The difference is, they didn't make fear their leader, they made it their passenger. Fear sat beside them. It never held the steering wheel. That's the mindset you need. You don't have to eliminate fear. You simply have to stop obeying it. Now let's become practical. Here are 4 powerful ways to overcome fear. First, take one small step. Fear grows when we overthink. Action shrinks fear. If you want to start a business, register the name. If you want to write a book, write 1 page. If you want to get fit, take 1 walk. Small actions build unstoppable momentum. Replace "what if I fail" with "what if I succeed." Train your mind to consider positive possibilities. Your imagination should become your ally, not your enemy. Third, accept. Accept that mistakes are part of growth. Stop seeing mistakes as proof you're incapable. See them as evidence you're learning. Every lesson moves you closer to mastery. Fourth, surround yourself with people who encourage growth. Negative voices feed fear. Positive environments strengthen courage. Choose relationships that remind you of your potential, not your limitations. Now let me ask you something. 5 years from today, which will hurt more? Trying and failing, or never trying at all? Most people don't regret the risks they took. They regret the opportunities they allowed fear to steal. Don't let fear write your story. Pick up the pen yourself. As we close today's conversation, remember this: fear will always knock on your door. You cannot stop it from knocking, but you decide whether to invite it inside. Confidence doesn't come after fear disappears. Confidence grows every time you choose courage over comfort. Every brave decision tells your mind, I am stronger than my fear. And eventually, that becomes your identity. This week's confidence challenge. For the next 7 days, do one thing every day that you've been avoiding because of fear. It doesn't have to be something huge. Send that email, apply for that opportunity, start that project, introduce yourself to someone new, speak up during a meeting. Take one courageous step every day. At the end of the week, write down how each action made you feel. You'll discover something remarkable. Fear becomes smaller every time you face it. Before we part today, I want you to carry this message with you. Your dreams don't need a fearless person. They need a person who is willing to act despite fear. Remember, fear asks, what if it goes wrong? Faith replies, what if it goes right? Choose faith, choose courage, choose action. Thank you for joining me for another episode of The Confidence Blueprint. If today's conversation encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode with someone who needs the courage to take their next step. Turn on notifications so you never miss a weekly episode. Next week, we'll explore topics of people back from reaching their full potential. The hidden cost of low self-confidence. Believe in yourself. Build your future. Become the person you were created to be. This is The Confidence Blueprint. I'll see you next week. True confidence starts with believing in yourself. Let's build your blueprint. Become the best version of you. Believe, build, and become. Believe, build, and become.